large cloud of smoke was seen rising from the scientific and testing center of the rocket and space industry in Peresvet, Moscow region, one of Roscosmos's main facilities for rocket engine and spacecraft testing. Videos circulating on Russian telegram channels show thick plumes visible from nearby areas, but officials have not confirmed any incident, damage, or casualties. The cause of the explosion and smoke remains unclear. Some reports speculate that the event may have occurred during a rocket engine test, though this information has not been verified. The facility plays a crucial role in Russia's space program, conducting key pre-launch trials for rocket propulsion systems and spacecraft components. This center, operated by Roscosmos, supports flagship projects such as the Soyuz and Angara launch programs. Any disruption there would mark a significant setback for testing and certification operations within Russia's space industry. For now, the situation remains uncertain, and the Russian side has not provided official statements about the nature or extent of the incident, leaving observers to wonder whether a failed test or technical malfunction led to the unexpected smoke over one of the country's most important space facilities. Feodosia is still burning for a fourth consecutive day. The huge oil depot in occupied Feodosia on Crimea is still burning. One fuel tank can be seen completely burned out. After the initial strike on the depot, more reservoirs caught fire, and Russian firefighters are unable to extinguish the flames. Ukraine's 413th Raid UAV Regiment is actively detecting, identifying, and striking Russian drones and assets. In September alone, the unit destroyed 5 UAVs, 14 drone launch points, 10 artillery systems, 5 armored vehicles, 2 MLRS air defense units, 55 personnel, and 250 shelters. The 413th Raid Unmanned Systems Unit is a frontline drone formation that grew out of Ukraine's unmanned systems forces to specialize in aggressive FPV and tactical UAS operations against Russian air defense, logistics, and command targets. Formed in 2024 as a separate battalion and later expanded, Raid has been credited with directing strikes that damaged or destroyed multiple Russian air defense systems and high-value radar and logistics nodes during operations in border regions and in the Kursk-Donetsk theater. The Russians are still trying to capture Pokrovsk, gradually turning the city into ruins. Russian forces have suffered heavy losses in their ongoing attempts to capture Pokrovsk. Intense Ukrainian defenses, constant drone surveillance, and precise artillery strikes have decimated advancing infantry and armor. Despite repeated assaults, Russia has failed to make significant progress, losing men and equipment daily in what has become one of the bloodiest battles on the Donetsk front. Trump about stepping up the pressure on Russia.
Are you going to step up the pressure for a Ukraine deal?
Yeah, we are stepping up the pressure. We're stepping it up together. We're all stepping it up. NATO's been great. The leader of NATO, as you know, Mark, has been fantastic, I think, and he's a fantastic guy. And they are stepping it up. And we're selling a lot of weapons to NATO, and that's going, I guess, to Ukraine for the most part. That's up to them. But they're buying weapons from the U.S. We make the greatest weapons in the world. You buy our planes and a lot of our equipment. And you have a big force, actually. You have a tremendous force of equipment.
Bloomberg reports that recent Russian strikes destroyed over half of Ukraine's domestic gas production, forcing Kyiv to seek emergency fuel imports worth about 1.9 billion euros to get through winter. According to sources, the massive October 3rd attacks on energy sites in Kharkiv and Poltava regions wiped out roughly 60% of national output. Attention, Germany! Russian propagandists threaten that, in the event of any aggressive actions against Russia, Germany will experience a fourth entry of Russian troops into Berlin.
3 entries of the Russian army into Berlin. But this is a trend, and what do the Germans themselves say about this today? They say it is quite likely that Russia is behind the drones attacking Europe. I think we should use similar expressions to say that it is quite likely Germany, in the event of any aggressive actions against Russia, will experience the fourth entry of our troops into Berlin.
Yes, we shouldn't have left the first time. Why did you leave your lands? Ours are ours, and we would have stood well.
Vladimir Udoldovich, you took the words right out of my mouth. History is valuable because you can find answers to almost all modern questions there. Absolutely right. And why did we leave from there? Why did East Prussia stop being part of the Russian Empire? Only for Comrade Stalin to return it 180 years later.
A Russian soldier shared what assaults are like under conditions of complete Ukrainian drone dominance in the small skies. According to him, Russian infantry are sent on missions to consolidate on captured positions with minimal rations. Each soldier has 2 or 3 bottles of water, 1 or 2 cans of canned meat, and a few chocolate bars. You can stay on a captured point for 20 or even 30 days. Note, this was in 2024. Now it can be up to 3 months. That's the situation, he says, adding that the reason is that there are no people to replace them, because either they are killed on the way or the wounded hide, refusing to go. As for supplies, they're delivered only by drones. Bottles of water, some sausage, and, if you're lucky, a loaf of bread. But if drones get shot down by Ukrainian troops, Russian soldiers have to go without water and food for days, gradually becoming human targets. The Nobel Peace Prize is awarded to Maria Corina Machado. The Nobel Peace Prize Committee awarded it for her tireless work promoting democratic rights for the people of Venezuela. I suppose if Putin kept his promises about peace that he gave to President Trump at Alaska, the Peace Prize would have gone to President Trump. Whoever stops Putin and Russia's war against Ukraine will get the Peace Prize and eternal gratitude and glory from Ukrainians.
The Nobel Peace Prize for 2025 goes to a brave and committed champion of peace, to a woman who keeps the flame of democracy burning amidst a growing darkness. The Norwegian Nobel Committee has decided to award the Nobel Peace Prize for 2025 to Maria Corina Machado. She is receiving the Nobel Peace Prize for her tireless work promoting democratic rights for the people of Venezuela.
Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Also, if you want to support Warthog Defense, please become our member and get early access to new videos, exclusive members-only videos, and become administrator in comments section. The membership link is in the description.
Every day. We had a guy last week at 6 rescues in 6 days. You know, he's doing the job every day.